is a cult? Why do they always give me the cults to interview? God, I'm doomed. You want to do a show in this market? It's cults and whack jobs and fake movies everywhere.
You're so judgmental.
I'm not talking about yours. They're tiny fake. I mean, it's cute. I'd like to put little army men on them and they could have a little battle and I'd take pictures and put it on the internet.
That's disturbing.
It's awesome. It's pretty sexual.
No, please, keep describing my rack. It's really doing things for me.
Okay.
You host a singing contest and work on a celebrity and liberal talk show. The one thing you're not meant to
that
have
one's
is
not showing
opinion.
Don't be
either.
mad at me because you've got hairy nipples.
What are you talking about?
I've seen them. You know what? You do the show. You're obviously so much better at radio than I am. What have you been on the air for 6 months?
I love it when you sulk. I feel
I'll
like
go
you're
to the end of this
anyway,
one
we
and
have a
turn
great show.
right.
Before
There's
Brother
a possible
Adrian,
2
we're
others
going to speak to a
up
few
there
of your
that I haven't
favorite
done.
stars, everybody. Actor Jimmy Boston will be on the phone. Tyler Dixon, Milton McElroy. Then we'll take some calls, discuss the issues affecting Los Santos, entertainment, politics, health. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, there's nothing like liberal politics and Vinewood to get people
One of
excited.
them I thought I had done.
Since I started endorsing a hybrid, I really feel like an expert on green issues.
That's great. I saw the commercial. It's just so powerful.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
I love you, Laz. Is he on the phone? He is. Great. Here's someone we all really love. You are really wowing us with your new show, Jimmy Boston. How's it going, Jimmy?
Yeah, everything's going great. It's a great show. Really great. I told my
Tickets for the most shameless tour in Vinewood. Get 'em right here.
Here it is. Don't know why it's not showing as a random
Star
event.
Tours leaving now. Last chance. See Hedges in front of Star's home.
As I am contractually obliged to say, buckle up, everyone. It's showtime.
Thanks, Doc. See you in a few weeks.
I think staying in this view,
Vinewood is often referred to as the anal bleaching capital of the world.
staying in this view, the camera will automatically point towards the places that they're talking about.
I thought LS was shallow, but I've met some nice Christians. Fucking shit!
On your right, you'll see the world-famous Gentry Manor Hotel, a legendary party hangout for actors and rock stars and people trying to have sex with actors and rock stars. Built in 1921, it's been the scene of some classic Vinewood scandals over the years. One of my personal favorites was Al DiNapoli's overdose in 2002 after a chimpanzee blasted an 8-ball up his rear door with a water pistol. Fantastic! They say that on any given day there are at least 2 dead party girls in the trash cans round back. Isn't that great? Okay, smartphones at the ready, celeb spotters. We are now approaching the legendary nightclub, the Dungeon Crawler. Opened in 1996, the club is famously owned by actor Bruce Spade, who has a custom-built elevated VIP table so that he looks the same height as everyone else. It remains one of Vinewood's hottest night spots for the rich and famous to do drugs and date rape impressionable fans. Play your cards right, and that could be you! The Dungeon Crawler was in the news again recently when comedian Morgan Chester allegedly ran over a doorman in his SUV for not laughing at one of his jokes. Oh, and now a treat for you closet glam rockers on board. We're coming up to the infamous Tequila La Rock Bar. Back in the day, this was a restaurant run by the mob until it got shut down over the Adam's apple in the soup controversy of 1982. It reopened as the Tequila La Bar in 1983 and soon became a mecca for hair metal bands and fans from across the country. It's rumored that the Love Fist song Dangerous Bastards was written about a night they partied here on Mescaline with some transgender twins. Now, this house up ahead is one of the many private residences of action movie director Mark Fostenberg. Fostenberg still maintains he was out of town when a 15-year-old Mexican girl was found dead in his pizza oven in 2007. The case was settled out of court and all charges were dropped. The girl's family now live on the next street. So this is the house of television exercise guru The Craze. You might have seen him degrading himself recently on Rehab Island. Do any of you remember the 80s? Huh, strange times. People didn't go to the gym back then. They did jumping jacks in front of the TV and leg warmers and headbands. The craze swapped his gold lame leotard for a crack pipe in the 90s, but is reportedly now clean and in the best shape of his life. That's Vinewood's code for he's trying to make a comeback.
I remember one of those shows in the 90s before a kids' cartoon TV show in Australia.
This is the home of celebrity wild child Martha Term. Daughter of 70s comedy star Joni Term, Martha spent her teens partying on booze, her early 20s partying on coke, and her mid-20s staring at her shoes on heroin. Her tell-all autobiography about the difficulties of growing up really rich in Vinewood only sold 30 copies last year.
That's stupid.
I should remind you this is a no-smoking bus. Unless, of course, it's medical marijuana, then you're all right. Just up ahead is another place to see and be seen in Rockford Hills, the Richmond Hotel. An iconic entertainment industry hangout, sleazy producer types have been promising to make young girl stars here for over 100 years now. Not gonna lie, I did some shameful things in that lobby bar in my youth, but I've put that period of my life behind me now.
Have you now? I don't know you'd be mentioning it now if you had
You want to
put
see a
it
real
behind you.
LS? There's a house party tonight in the hills. I'm not understanding this.
I just can't get used to that smell round here.
You're supposed to stop at the first line, not the second line.
I was a member of the jury in the 1991 movie Last Will and Testament. They cut my line.
I don't think anyone on the tour
Everything
cares
is bigger
about that.
in San Andreas. The trees, the sky, the houses.
Here you can see the landmark Weasel Theater, which was opened here in Morningwood in 1930. Some of the biggest movies in history have premiered at this theater, including Blue Blood, Shoulder of Orion, and The Many Wives of Alfredo Smith. You might remember the controversial premiere of the gladiator comedy Lions and Donkeys in 1984, when star Chip Hampton walked up the red carpet with two slaves in chains.
What?
Hit me up on Life Invader later.
That would never happen today. You'd never get away with doing that sort of stuff in these days.
Wow, I'd never noticed that before.
It's gonna be killer.
Is everyone having fun?
This is worse than an earthquake.
Worse than an earthquake? What?
And now to our left, ladies and gentlemen, is the famous Richards Majestic Studios. The product placement for classics like Nelson and Naples and Rum Runner, and the not-so-classics like Vinewood Zombie and Shoulder of Orion 2 was shoehorned into the final edits right behind those very gates. Everyone has a favorite Solomon Richards movie. An American Divorce really helped me through a difficult time when I was bankrupting my first husband. Oh, come on, don't people in the Midwest watch movies? You must have seen Defender of the Faith. No? Wow, tough crowd.
Michael's worked on a movie in there as well.
You saw me!
It's just not that exciting, is it?
I've seen fewer Pegasus here than I thought
lucky my prescription just got renewed this morning.
Kind of heading towards the starting spot again.
I want to see proof that the guide isn't lying. Not a nice bunch, these LS settlers.
Hey there, Chris Doig.
Okay, people, get those cameras out. This is Portola
Yep.
Drive. You won't get a better chance to
Going
spot
for
a
the
celebrity in
100%.
its
I know this
natural
one's
habitat.
not
As you can
required,
see,
I don't think.
recession hasn't hit this part of town very hard. These are some of the most offensively high-end designer stores in the country. And now, some fun trivia for you. There have been a number of movies shot on Portola Drive, mostly awful ones about rich idiots, including the blockbuster 2005 romantic comedy Shoe Whore, that's credited with sending women's rights back 50 years. The store we're passing now is where British star Charlotte Crown was caught on film in the changing room, eating and purging the same burrito over and over again, just like a dog. This is the Epsilon Center. Anyone with red hair, please cover it for your own safety. If you really want to meet a famous celebrity, this place is packed full of them. Take an introductory course. It changed my life. Kiss Mom!
So yeah, this bus tour is not required for 100%, but I'm trying to get a complete 100% of everything, not just what's required for 100%.
Just up ahead on the right is where Delancey Medua's septum fell out after a ketamine party.
I haven't got all the monkey murals, but I have done a couple of them.
Well, I don't see what all the fuss is about.
I'm just going through doing the random events at the moment. I've got all the note scraps.
I wonder how many of these cars
I've got all but one UFO part. I haven't done any unique stunt jumps, which I still need to do. I've done a few of under the bridges, but still got many more to go.
Remember, these people are rich and beautiful. That makes them better than us.
I've done a couple of the wildlife photos, not too many of them though. I got stuck at one of needing a photo of two next to each other, supposedly shot with one bullet, and I just wasn't able to get it.
Sounds like some bullshit to me.
This looked better in the pictures.
I'm not sure if I got it completed enough of them to get that marked off.
Keep those cameras out and fingers on the trigger. Celebs are skinny and fast.
I'm surprised at how many people I've actually seen walking in this city. You know, my impression was there wouldn't be any.
Oh, you're too much.
If you want to see the real LS, there's a house party tonight in the hills.
I'll put a tracking device on the car. Ain't got time for this.
I want to see proof that the guide isn't lying.
To the left, you'll see a spot where a pizza boy claims that Play PG Jackson asked him to remove his shorts.
Yeah,
That motherfucker.
first of all, good job on getting 100%. I know there is a lot to do outside of the main quest. I've got two missions left in the main storyline. I'm using the checklist on the Rockstar Social Club
And here is
site.
City Hall. This is where the mayor's office is, if any of you care. You might recognize this building from the 20-minute final dogfight to save Earth in the movie Invasion Los Santos.
To keep track of what I have and haven't done yet. It's pretty good because as soon as you complete it in the game, the website updates saying it's being completed.
Whoa, that's amazing!
No. So I've just checked the website. It's saying the wildlife photography still
You'll
not
recognize
complete.
this stretch of road from those videos of Jill von Krastenberg with the Romanian shot put team.
Who spent the money for that?
I think it might be just what's covered in the in-game 100%. I'm not too sure.
Wow, I'd never noticed that thing before.
So where is it this spot here? No. That's only showing the main missions. So there's the 100% checklist. Is there more information on the in this section? So on the website, the screen that's on at the moment is shown, except the website doesn't show the exact time spent as each character. Instead, it shows a percentage of how much you've used them for. Shows how much money each character has. Shows you the percentages of each thing, which this has here. Shows that diagram and all these. And then under that, it has missions with each picture. Has a picture for each mission which goes color once you've completed it. And it says locked if you haven't completed it. And then it's got hobbies and pastimes. Actually, I think I do have it. I'll quickly tab out. So this is it. This is the site I'm looking at. I haven't refreshed it here for a bit. So I think I need to log in again. No. So yeah, I've got 74.4.04 complete for 100%. The ones with those colored bar next to it are required for 100%. And the ones that don't have that bar are not required. So I don't need to complete the stock car races for 100%, but I'm going to anyway. And Strangers and Freaks, I've done most of them. There's a few little ones I haven't done. I know those ones are needed. You need to complete the last mission to get those ones. And I think they're to do with the Epsilon program, so I'm on my way to get those. I'm not sure, it just says stock car races, so I guess so. Random events, I'm working on that one at the moment. As you can see, I've done most of them. Needed only 14 to complete them. I've done way more than 14. Miscellaneous, I've done a few of them. All the ones with the red line are the ones needed for 100%. So that one's not, but I'm going to do it anyway. That one's not, but I'll do it as well. And that one's not. And then it even has this map of, shows you, the yellow is ones that you've already found and completed. Click on not found, it shows white dots. Shows the one that you have, ones that you haven't done, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. I just completed that one earlier and that one just before. I've driven around a bit and just looking for random events. You can also turn off the ones you have completed. So yeah, it's pretty good on the website. As soon as you complete it, you can refresh this website and say for the bus tour. As soon as I complete it, I can refresh the page and that will show as yellow. So yeah, I'll see once I do one of the stock car races. I'll see if that turns coloured then, or unlocks. So yeah, that site's pretty good. I don't know with this bus tour whether you need to do the whole thing for it to be marked off, so I'm doing the whole thing anyway.
Don't you just love people you've never met and would have you arrested if you came within 10 feet of them?
The way it mentions stock car races, it makes it sound like there's more than one.
That's no LS. How did that get on the tour route?
So yeah, with that website I've got open on another computer, so I'm not needing to tab out of
Please
the game
refrain
all the
from
time.
taking photos of ethnic minorities. They could be gang members.
Let's get 'em lumping sometime. That's stupid.
I think this is pretty much the end of this. Yep. Very close to the end of this
It's just
tour.
like that other thing we saw.
The next corner is where actor Scott Stevens famously prolapsed after a failed party trick.
That's something you don't see back east.
And here we have the beautiful Oriental Theater. Riots broke out on the theater's opening night in 1928 as desperate fans tried to get upskirt shots of the legendary silent movie star Miriam Turner, much like you're doing today, except with really heavy cameras. My daughter tells me it isn't politically correct to say Oriental anymore, but considering some of the other common terms for Asians in the 1920s, the name could have been a lot worse. There's a saying that to go to Los Santos and not see the Oriental Theater is like going to China and not visiting a burger shop. You know, I've never really understood what that means, but
Surely it wouldn't be going to China and not visiting the Great Wall of China.
Not a nice bunch.
Why would they say a burger shop? You'd think they're all over the place.
And here we are, back on the strip. As they say in Vinewood, that's a wrap, folks. I hope I managed to take your minds off the economic downturn for just a little while. I'd like to remind any Europeans that 1% is an insult.
Okay. It just suddenly ended.
Dear Lord.
Are you
my
rude
bad,
or
homie.
what?
I don't want no
Would you
drama,
open your
fam.
fucking eyes?
There's one more possible.
Leave you with only the positive. Remove the negative to a fully charged and ready to drive down the great freeway of life. Ba 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 ba. I'm coming through. I have some spiritual
my
ass
tax
jumper
dollars
cables,
hard at
and you are
work.
about to get some mind-boggling currents through your body. Man, I just love that metaphor. We are here to deal with your Los Santos County
Surely no
integrated
one
health
find me in
needs,
here.
and I'm your host, Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. Here are my producer, Nurse Cheryl Fox.
Hi, everybody.
Let's jibber and more jabber as your lips vibrate together. Damn, you feel that vibration? That's the cleansing vibration gene that shakes us all free like a wet dog. I woke up the other moment, all over the inside of my shorts.
Come on, lose
Be
the
cleansed,
top.
Cheryl. May your barren womb be artificially inseminated with acorns and moss and all the good organic things that nature provides us to the squirrels to hide in there for the winter.
There are no squirrels in my vagina.
There are. Yes, they are. They sure
There
are.
we go.
I ate acorns and moss and ferns until I was 10 years old. Foraging. When my dad abandoned me, I knew it was time to cleanse. I mixed hot sauce and lemon juice until I lost weight like a refugee. That's a cleanse.
Come on, give us a
That's
smile.
A cleanse. It cleans your bowels.
Hey, you, get over here!
Soul, come out your bowels.
Can you give me a ride past them, please? I'm hardly wearing any makeup!
Baron, who even uses
Well, come on then.
What are you,
Hop
King
in.
James Bible?
I am Dr. Raisy Angelo Harris. Bible of Duality.
Oh shit, here they come! Go, go, go!
Oh,
Lose
I gotta
them!
get my eyes checked.
Don't hurt them! I don't need any more lawsuits! But this is a disaster! I'm so fucking fat! Oh my god, they cannot get a shot of me!
Lucky miss.
How's my hair? Do I look cute?
Do I look like the hair advice person?
Dr. Ray, line 5.
Now, girl, you slow up now. Slow up.
These are some eager beavers. What the hell did you do?
I'm really famous! I didn't do anything! Oh shit!
If anybody wants
This is my average commute!
Angelo Harris, then a doctorate from a respected
What?
university,
Oh,
and
by
a
the
string
way,
of
that's
successful
entirely
books,
your
and
fault.
a top-rated health show. If you want to go there,
Why
woman,
did you get out?
You want a piece of me? If you
Did
want
that
to party,
complete?
because I know things. I know them. Dumb things. I know dumb things, and dumb things know me, and
For some
therefore
reason,
dumb
I don't
things
think
don't
that
know that I
completed
know
it.
those things, so I know dumb things because dumb things is right in front of my face. I'll tell the audience.
Calm down, Ray. You're getting all angry again. I wasn't disrespectful.
So I'm gonna jump back as Franklin because there's a couple of things I need to do as him, and I'm gonna do them off stream.
Man, I'm drunk. But shit, I ain't getting drunker.
Well, I can't go in the 24/7 store, so I can't hold that place up.
Don't do it on the air. Don't do it. Now look, I'm gonna catch it in my hand, and I'm gonna throw this in your mouth. Open your mouth.
Okay.
Open your mouth now.
Hey!
Oh, no, you open your mouth, I'm gonna throw you my arm, and my arm gonna go in your mouth. Open your mouth wide.
Okay. Alright.
Catch it. You gotta catch it. You ain't catching it.
Hey!
Catch it now. You caught it. That's what I want you to do. I still love you.
Can I let it go?
Okay, I got you. All right. I love
I
you.
know I don't need
still
to, but I
love you,
always
friend.
like to
Even
go
though
and
you are
save
terrible,
at the end of
God
each stream.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
I know it
She's
automatically
so
saves
much.
after you complete
She's
each
really
thing.
opened up. That's what happens. Sometimes somebody gotta and catch it and throw it in someone else's mouth so they can Sometimes I cry all weekend. I love it. I just have so much to cry about. There, Cheryl. Be strong, girl. See, I need your strength right now. I don't need you on the air boo-hooing to all those listeners out there. You know what happens? They hear that boo-hooing, and you know what happens? It's contagious. It's a virus. Then everybody stop boo-hooing and boo-hooing and boo-hooing, right? We're useless. Who we need?
We need the listeners.
No, the public. The damn public. This is public radio, right? If I set you up, you gotta hit the ball. If I underhand it to you, you gotta hit the ball, Cheryl. You didn't hit the ball. I'm gonna underhand it to you again now. Now who's out there, Cheryl?
The public.
The public out there.
We're not public radio. We don't do pledge drives. We play commercials, Ray. You're crazy.
Cheryl, don't ever correct me on the air. Don't you ever correct my knowledge of what public radio is. I'm on public radio every day, cleansing people, cleansing their soul.
Save it as a new save again. So create new. And that will be the end of the stream for the day.